What's up, guys? It's Chris with CT Golf Reviews. Thank you for coming back for another video. Today we are at Tallwood Golf Course in Hebron, Connecticut. Kind of a last-minute booking here, but hey, you gotta love that Golf Now app. So let's get out there and play that round. Tallwood Country Club in Hebron, Connecticut is an 18-hole course that is sure to challenge anyone of any sort of playing level. It boasts one of the best public practice facilities in the state. There's 2 large putting greens, a chipping and bunker area with a private green there, and they also offer lessons. If it's too cold to play, you can always hit up one of their simulators. It's a public course with a private feel. It's easy to see why Tallwood is chosen for some of Connecticut's top men's and women's amateur tournaments year after year. It's about 30 minutes out from Hartford and about 40 minutes away from the casinos, almost the dead center of the state, so it's very accessible for anyone. Whether it's a round with friends, some practice time, or your after-work league, Tallwood is where you can enjoy golf in a peaceful, natural surrounding. Now enjoy this video montage, and let's get on with this review. I'll be the first one to admit I am extremely late to this round. I got caught in traffic on the way here, but I'm expecting this to be a good day. So because I don't have the mic, I'm not really going to be talking that much during this video, but I'm late right now, and I didn't even get time to warm up, so I'm literally just teeing off and seeing what happens. And as you can see, we're starting off like shit. That's better. Tells you how this round's gonna go today. I haven't touched the fairway yet. I have to keep my ball out of the rough because it is really hard to find, apparently. 5 iron. By the way, the ground is really wet. I'm contemplating walking off the course now. It's only the first hole. We're good. We're good. It's only the first. Okay, that was a good shot. I think that was a stinger. I think that was a stinger. I just gotta calm down, all right? I just gotta calm down. Round sucks so far. It's only the first hole, but I can tell how this is gonna go. Just like last week, something is gonna happen. I'm putting a 10 down for this hole. All right, let's see how the greens are. Oh, that was almost good. Now, it also doesn't help that I just woke up. I woke up, got in the car, put gas in the car. Now I'm here. I didn't warm up, didn't test the greens, nothing. I'm just winging it. So this is as raw as a reaction as you could possibly get. I'm going into this so blind right now. I have no idea where this hole goes. It could be a dog leg. It could be straight on. I have no idea. I'm teeing off with an iron. I have no idea the layout of this course, and I don't have a map. So I'm just going to try to keep it on the fairway. We'll see what that does. You know what? You've seen me do crazier things on this channel. I have to hit this ball over those trees onto that green, and I'm using a pitching wedge. Have I done this before? Yes, I have. Can I do it again? Oh, it's my goal right there. Literally on the other side of those trees. Oh my God, I did it. Oh my God, that's gone. Well, there's no need to bullshit you guys. The ball went way too far into the woods, so I dropped one right here. It looks like it's on a root. The grass is horrible. But the green's right there. Oh, okay. Stop. 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 I can putt that. I can putt that. Okay. Hold on. Okay. So I figured I might as well give a little bit of my opinion so far of the course while I'm waiting for this par 3 to get done. These guys up here aren't bad either. Honestly, any bad golf is on me. I didn't warm up, but then again, last week I said I wasn't going to warm up because look what happens when I warm up is I suck. But I suck regardless. Now, I got this one on the Golf Now app. This place is like a mile away from Blackledge, and I've always wanted to do Blackledge. I haven't been able to get out there and play at Blackledge yet. Hopefully that would be in this season. I'm not guaranteeing I'm going to have too many more videos this season because it's September. I'm sorry, no, it's October. Today's October 6th. 5 years today, Eddie Van Halen died. Little fun fact for you. So yeah, I know I'm ranting a lot, but any bad golf is my fault today. I didn't warm up. It's not going to affect how the course rates because if I'm being honest with you, everything that I've seen so far, I'm really liking. So let's just see if I can keep my temper in check. There's a couple of things about this course so far that I would change. There's not full cart paths. They did give me a logo ball, which is cool. And they did let me on to play 18 when I messed up on the Golf Now app. So shout out to them. Big W for them. That's going to get them a half point too. It's going to be a good round. I'm just not playing well. I'm not kidding you when I say this hole right here. You see this hole right here? Might be one of the prettiest par 3s in the state. I'm going to hit a golf ball straight today. Don't worry, that'll happen eventually. Okay. If I shank one more shot, I'm ranking the course now and walking off. By the way, I haven't even stopped using my 7-iron. There's about 4 balls missing right now. I only have like two left. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm very torn with this review right now. Because... oh. All right. I'm almost out of golf balls. It's only the 3rd hole. And if that's the case, if I run out, I've already got a ranking for this course. Like, it was, I have to. It's forced. So, if this video ends up being like 15 minutes long instead of like the usual 30, 40, you know why. But let's sink this putt with a 7-iron. That didn't. This is why I don't keep score. This right here is why I don't keep score. So I took the time to try to figure out what my game is doing today, and the answer to that is whatever the hell it wants to do because I'm not playing well at all. I had to go into the woods to go and try to find more golf balls, and these woods barely have any in them, so that took a while. Now we're on a par 3. And hopefully, my game gets a little better from here. Oh. I might have gotten a lucky bounce. It might be on the fringe. I don't know yet. It gives you a little bit of an idea as to how deep this rough is right now. My ball is right here, underneath my putter. I'm going to use an 8-iron bump to get it as close to the hole as I can, in theory, and then I'm going to try to putt it. Oh. Stop. Stay. Okay, I could probably do something with that. Why? It's still, oh my God. King of the 3 putts. This is a hole that I can get behind. It's wide open and it's straight. And I'm probably going to hit it in like 8 or 9. And now I've got the wind on my side. So let's see what happens here. Let's see. Off to the left, possibly fairway, I don't know. Am I really going to take a 9-iron out of the bunker? I think so. just want this on the green. This might happen. It happened. Look at that. What was this, like mini Stonehenge at some point? Only it all fell down. Par 3, the 9th hole. That is one hell of a slope on that green, by the way. 7-iron, even though this thing hasn't worked for me at all today. None, not one shot with the 7-iron has worked today. So let's see what happens. And it still hasn't worked for me. I might actually retire this club. Quite honestly, I don't remember the last time I hit a shot straight with it. That ball's gone. That was the last volvic crystal I had. Now I'm just using practice balls. I don't care. I'm going to get through this round, and I don't care if I got to dig balls out of the woods, the practice round, whatever. I'm finishing this round. This is a practice ball, by the way. I think it's on the green, I'm not sure. Try to do this. There's a lot of birds in those trees. You hear that? You have got to be kidding me. Come here. Come here. Look at this. Look at that. Look at how close that was. Now let's tap this in for, this will be for bogey, actually. I lied, double bogey. I'm not getting pars today. All right. Oh, and by the way, check this out. Oh, it's not going to do it this time. Okay. So, I just got done with the first 9. And this course is beating the living shit out of me. It's not even hard. I just suck that much. I'm not good at golf. Quite embarrassing if you ask me. But this place is nice so far. You know, of course it's going to have power lines. But this place is nice so far, I will admit. I'm just going to my car so I can get something. But I am... I'm liking it so far. Even though I'm playing probably the worst I have ever played on this channel, ever. But then again, you know, I can't really say too much because this is only the first half. The course is nice. I have a score already, but I'm going to see if the back 9 alters it a little bit. So let's find out. All right, let me give you guys an update on what's going on. I just got to the back 9. It turns out I do have golf balls that I found in the woods from... the last course I played. So I'm going to be using those. I'm at a drivable par 4 right now, hole 10. So I'm going to try to drive that green if the ball goes straight. And the guys that are allowing me to play through just told me that the back 9 is even harder than the front 9. So, cool. Great. All right, I got one shot to try to drive the green here. I guarantee you it's going to go off to the right, but I'm going to try. Guarantee it. Oh, no. All right, so...
I think you cleared it. I think you cleared the street.
Am I on the green? Did I just drive the green? No, I just saw something go onto the... Hold on a minute. Wait a minute. Hold on. Chat, wait. Guys, there ain't no way. There ain't no way. Is it that... I did it. Hold on. From all the way over there to there. I just drove the green on a par 4. I'm putting for eagle. I'm putting for eagle and all of these leaves are in the way. I just cleared this. I just cleared this. Come on. Get out of my way. Dude, ain't no way. I might have a tap-in birdie. Then I just got a birdie. Let's go. Tell me how the hell that even works, dude. I go from losing at least 2 to 3 golf balls on every hole to a tap-in birdie. Back 9 is apparently harder than the front 9, so let's find out just how true that is, shall we? All right, well, this is wide open enough to where I'm not really worried about hitting driver, but as long as I get down there, I'm aiming for that tree right in between that group of trees. I said bushes. That group of trees and that group of trees. I'm aiming for that one. Hopefully. I lost it. This green that I have to hit on is not a big green at all. Not at all. It's like a dinner plate, like an oval. So I'm going to have to be careful getting onto it. And there's water in the front on the left-hand side. And you know, I'm not going to lie, my drive wasn't bad. I just lost it in the sun. I could have sworn it went in the woods. No, it's right here, I would say 3 feet off of the fairway. I can't complain. I just think it would be very nice if this foursome up in front of me let me play through. Just saying. Let's try this 5-iron. I got a 5-iron. And I just got to hit straight. Luckily, this is a par 5. Oh my God. I birdied number 10. Really quick, I want to see if the cart does it. Ready? I've been having to deal with that all around. Got to push the pedal at least 4 times in order for it to like go. And when it goes, it's slow. But hey, at least it's not an electric cart. This is like gas powered. And this course, by the way, is gorgeous. So I don't know how smart this is considering how bad I've been playing today, but I'm using a 1-iron off the tee. See this little thing? See that? I'm using that. All I want to do is get this ball over the water and onto the fairway, and I'll figure it out from there. But something tells me this might do it. Not even going to hit it too hard. I'm just going to get it over the water. That's all I want to do. Nope. Oh. I don't care if it goes in the sand. Nope, rough off to the left of the fairway. That's good though. I knew a pitching wedge was the right answer. Yeah, like that. So I don't need to hit this too hard. Guess that wood ain't so tall after all, is it? As horribly as I'm playing today, I have a lot of good things to say about this course. A lot of good things. Actually, it's funny. I was on TikTok yesterday, and you know, like those AI videos, like the top 10, whatever, and they just like randomly pick things. There was a top 10 courses in Connecticut list, and this was on one of them. One of those lists that I saw. I don't think they were lying. I'm playing horribly, but this place is great. Water. That was definitely water. Okay, now it's on the green. Downhill, right to left. Oh, horrible. That's better. So just when you think I was going to take a break from filming for a little bit, we're at another par 3. So I'm going to record this one, and then I don't care what the next hole is, I'm not filming it. Got to keep the video time down. I'm not even going for a hole-in-one. I record all of the par 3s just in case, but I'm not going for a hole-in-one. I just want to get it on the green. I've got to make up for how I have been playing somehow. But then again, I did birdie number 10, so. It was enough, but it just wasn't the right direction. The wind helped me. Like this. Ready? Well, that wasn't bad. I might actually walk away here with a par. I got a birdie on 10. Little touch here. And I filmed this because this guy's last name is very close to my friend Pete's. I like these little types of memorials. To say that I have been playing abysmally is an understatement. 2 holes to go. Let's just get through them. No, but that second shot was ass. Of course, it's in the cart path. Of course. And that tree is in the way. But let me see how I do. Well, it didn't go in the water. I guess I'm just going to have to tell you guys whether that went in, huh? It didn't. As a matter of fact, it's over here. And as you can see, I'm not that far away from the pin, but we know how I play. All right, let's get this in. Oh my God. At what point do you think I stopped caring about this round? I'll give you a hint. It was around hole number 2. When I say that I stopped caring, it's not that I don't care about the review. I just know I play like absolute trash. There's nothing I can do about it right now. And I'm just accepting. There we go. I'm just accepting it. But we are on the 18th hole. And before we get on to the 18th hole, I want to remind you guys to hit that subscribe button, hit the follow button, hit the little bell notification thingy so that way you know if I'm putting up a review, which is usually every Saturday. And yeah, 1 to go. You know, I think just as a joke, I should hit driver off the deck for the last tee because I haven't done that yet this season. I think I'm going to do driver off the deck. I have no idea what the yardage is because there's no sign here. I'll show you that after. But for old time's sake, how about a good old driver off the deck? Yeah, as you can see, that is where the sign is supposed to be, and it's not there. And it wasn't on the last hole either. Well, surprisingly, driver off the deck wasn't too bad. I guess it must have bounced off of one of these trees over here and came over here. So I've got my 9-iron, and the green's right there, so let's see what happens. 9-iron should be enough. I think I've been underestimating my clubs lately. Oh. Oh, I might have hit green. Nope, I'm not in the green. I'm in the bunker. And I'm going to try something I've never done before. I'm going to hit putter. I mean, I guess it's better than hitting out of the woods, huh? I've never done putter out of the bunker before, by the way, so I'm going to see how this goes. I keep seeing, like, Bryson and other guys do this, so maybe it was good. I don't know. Well, that didn't work. I've returned with an iron, and yes, I'm going to rake these bunkers. Now let's do this the right way. Now that's what I wanted to do. Thank you. That was all right, I guess. With a simple Well, that concludes 18 rounds of probably the most abysmal golf I've ever played. Let's get on to the review, shall we? To say this course didn't beat my ass today is an understatement. We're done with 18. The round is over. The cart has been returned. And now it's time to talk about it. I know what people are going to say. Dude, you can't blame the course for you being so bad. Absolutely not. I am not blaming the course. As a matter of fact, this course is better than what I thought it was going to be. Not even lying. I Googled it. I looked it up online. I was like, okay, it's a course in a farm area. How bad can it be? Like, how easy or hard could it be? No, it turns out it's hard. It is a hard course. And let me tell you something, man. If you are not prepared when you're coming in here, it's going to bite you. It is going to attack you. It is going to eat you up. You are going to lose golf balls unless you are very good at this game, which, as you guys know, I am not. But you are going to enjoy it because there's a lot to enjoy about this course. Let me get all of the negatives out of the way first so that way we can get into the positives and the final rating. The negatives that I have found is that this place does not have full cart paths. That's it. That's it. Seriously. This place does not have full cart paths. The carts are the carts that I like. The staff in there are incredible. They're very nice. As a matter of fact, I had a little bit of a mishap with golf now this morning when I got here, and they took care of it for me and let me get out and play the round. So I'm very grateful to them. And I actually told myself, you know what, for them doing that when they didn't have to, I'm giving them a half a point. Also, they had a logo ball, so there's the other half a point. So whatever I was going to give them, I'm adding a point to. Let's talk about the course. Let's talk about the scenery first. This course is beautiful. This course is tucked away off of a side road, off of a main road. It's got a very long driveway, and when you drive up, really the only thing you see is the clubhouse and the practice area. There's power lines that run down the center of it, so it doesn't really look like much when you get here. But you get onto the first half, and you look around, you're like, wow. There's variety, there's beauty to this place. And I mean, playing in the fall is definitely a benefit, especially when you're playing out in the middle of the Hebron area, which is notoriously farm area if you're not from Connecticut. You've got the aspect of the fall, autumn feel, which this course definitely provides. They keep this place very clean. They keep this place very organized, and I can tell you something. I played on some courses where it's really unorganized and it's not clean at all. In this place can say both that they are excelling at. The scenery, though, I'm going to give an 8 just because it is a beautiful course. It is a great course to look around. There's plenty of places where you can just stand and admire what you're looking at. You don't have to worry about there being main roads off to the side that you have to hit around or, avoid. Every hole has its own little feature to it. Some of them are like uphill with water. Some of them are downhill with bunkers. Some of them are flat. Some of them are dog legs. Some of them are short. Some of them are long. Every hole has its own little type of personality to it, and I really, really like that. And when you're looking at it, you're like, damn, this looks easy, and then it's not. So they're very deceptive. I did birdie number 10 because I drove the green. That one was not deceptive. I looked at that and I was like, I can do this. I'm surprised I did because I hit the ball left, but it must have bounced off of something and rolled onto the back of the green. The only thing that I wish was different was the tee markers, because there really are none that are in good condition. Everything else is great. The tee boxes are in a great condition. The bunkers are raked properly. The fairways are very, very short grass. And then the rough is like long. Like you can easily tell where the fairway meets the rough, because it is not something that you have to look for. It is a notable difference. And I think all of that just adds to the fact that it makes this course look very nice. The flowers that are around the place, obviously, they try to plant those to give it more of a welcoming look. And I've been to a lot of courses where they're all dead. These aren't. They obviously have somebody who takes care of all of their stuff, whether it's a greenskeeper or a gardener or somebody. Or maybe it's a greenskeeper who also doubles as a gardener. And if that's the case, they're very good at their job. The pro shop is nice and clean. The bathrooms are nice and clean. I like it. I really like it. So the scenery here is going to get an 8. The course conditions are also going to get an 8. The tee boxes were a lot better than last week. I can tell you that right now. The greens, when you're not having to hit around leaves, which that's not the course's issue. I mean, they could go around with a leaf blower every once in a while and blow all the leaves out, but that's really not their fault. It's fall. The leaves are falling off the trees right now. There's nothing we can do about that. But the fact that it's fall, and the fact that because the leaves are falling off of the trees and there's usually more twigs and sticks all over the place in the fall season on the ground, the fact that this course does a great job at making sure that all of that is off of the fairways and out of the way, excellent. Excellent, excellent. Very, very satisfied with that. When I was on the fairway, it was relatively easy to navigate and play and get around, and I think that all courses should have that mindset where we need to have the rough and the fairway has to look different and it has to be playable. And there's a lot of places in the state where it's not playable. I didn't have to worry about any patches in the grass. I didn't have to worry about any divots that were taken out of the fairways or anything like that, because people actually fix them here. I didn't have to worry about dings and dents in the green. Everything was a relatively easy putt. I just don't know how to putt. The greens, though, did not take long to figure out, though. Relatively slow, but moderately fast. Manageable. Definitely manageable. So there is that. The bunkers were actually clean. They were good sand. They were easy to hit out of. The rough is thick. I'm going to tell you guys right now. The rough, there are some spots where you will lose your ball. If you're playing with somebody, it's a benefit to have them look for your ball with you. The rough is very thick, and the fringe is actually a little bit thicker than I thought it was going to be. But it's nothing that you can't work yourself around. I just can't play golf. I'm terrible at it. My putting sucked, my chipping sucked, my driving sucked, my long iron sucked, my short iron sucked. Everything about my golf game today sucked. That is not the course's fault. That's me. That's my lack of skill. So I cannot blame the course for that. The layout of the course, though. The layout, I feel, I liked it, but at the same time, it was a little confusing at times, only because the tee boxes don't have the proper tee markers. Some of them are actually missing, as you saw. They're very old. It looks like the paint is chipping away. Sometimes they're hard to read, so I wasn't really able to figure out how far away I was. It didn't really have a lot of tee markers all over the place like a lot of other courses do, but I was able to manage with that as well. I love how every single hole on this course is different. You have a different variety of hole, location, green plane as far as like flatness as to hilliness, variety in size. The bunkers are all different sizes. There's different types of water to hit around. Some places they have a small little pond. Some they have a river. Some they have a pond that leads into a river. Some of them it's very marshy. Some of them it's not. Some things that I would change. The cart that I was driving, you had to push the pedal a couple of times in order for it to get going. Other than that, I didn't really have a problem. It was not electric, so I didn't have to worry about it stopping. This also was not a cart path only course because it's not just cart path. You have to drive into the grass. You really don't have any choice. Other than that, I really enjoyed myself. As bad as I played, I really enjoyed myself, and I'm happy I came out here. Blackledge is right down the street, and I really want to come out and play those courses because somebody on this course told me that there were 2 on Blackledge. So I'm looking forward to coming out and doing that. Is that going to be this season? Probably not. I'm going to tell you guys, this is probably going to be either the last or the second to last review of the season, depending on how many times I can get out and play again this year. I was injured. I came off of a torn rotator cuff, so unfortunately I was not able to play as much as I wanted to. But now that I'm better, I'm going to try to get in as much as possible. And I have an idea for next season. So I'll let you guys know about that when the time comes. Or maybe a little bit before next season starts, because I'm going to have to send out emails. You probably are wondering what the final score of this course is. I'm giving it, are you ready for this? It's not a 7. It is an 8.2. 8.2 for Tallwood Country Club here in Hebron, Connecticut. It is a real hidden gem, guys. I was going to give this one a 7. I was thinking a 7-8. I was like, you know what? I can't let my attitude and I can't let my emotions and aggression towards my own game get in the way of how very well maintained, very playable, and very open and different this course is. So 8.2, I think, is a good score for it. I would suggest if you come out here, play around, get out here with your friends. There's plenty to do. There's plenty of practice ranges. They have a driving range. They have a bunker area where you could just throw your balls into a bunker and hit them out of the bunker and practice that, which I think a lot more courses should have. This course beat my ass, man. Every ball that I touch today is in the woods right now. I actually have to go and buy new golf balls. But you know what? I had fun. With all of that being said, remember to hit that subscribe button, hit the bell, get the notifications so when I post every Saturday or when I try to post on Saturdays, you'll get the notification. So, what else can I say? Tallwood Country Club in Hebron, Connecticut, 8.2. Can't complain. I'm Chris with CT Golf Reviews. I'll see you on the next review.